5,000 years ago, this land was nothing but a dark, barren desert, until the goddess Cecilia blessed it with the 6 stones of virtue, bringing a new age of life to the continent.
When the founders arrived in this region, they discovered these megalithic stones of virtue. It was undeniable. These were the 6 beating hearts that gave these lands life. They must be protected. Soon after discovery, more humanoids came to this place to prosper, and the city was named Vimuros, after the 6 walls they built around it.
Eventually, a wizard named Ogratus wanted the stones of virtue for himself. He spent hundreds of years in the Outlands, amassing an undead army of beasts and ill-fated wanderers. He perfected necromancy and unleashed a siege upon the city of Vimuros in an attempt to claim the transcendent stone. However, 6 heroes known as the Virtuous, each empowered directly by a stone of virtue, stood against Ogratus and stopped his effort.
Their foe was only driven away and never slain. They knew he would return and decided the only way to keep the stones safe is to separate them. Each member of the Virtuous took a stone of virtue in a separate direction, miles away from home. This event became known as the 6-sided dichotomy.
Many, many generations have passed, and each of the city-states seems to have taken on personalities of their own. Yet they stay united as one country, as the new inhabitants shape their futures. The true history of Vimuros has all but vanished, and has been replaced by strict laws which are enforced to ensure the population never outweighs the resources in this country. The world may not know it yet, but without convergence, the stones of virtue are slowly dying. It is time to venture into Vimuros.
Let's talk about your irrigation.
Pun intended. Irrigated? Yeah, come on. Yeah, it's in there. Just like all that blood. I don't know, the way you just made it sound off air was like you were just drowning in blood, but through your ear. Yeah. It's like a Slayer song. That joke hit a very specific audience.
I'm trying to figure out why there's a different link. It's on YouTube Live. So there's one that is live and one that isn't. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure that out real quick.
Oh,
the
come
scheduled
on.
ones.
Breaking all the stuff.
Like it says, it's got the one with the thumbnail on there. It says Hagness Madness. Like upcoming. And then there's the actual live one. I don't know why.
All right.
We'll just edit it and we'll edit it afterwards.
Dude, every time you all say do something in post, my list gets bigger.
You're welcome.
James,
That's
can
why
we
keep you around?
Can we put a dragon swooping in, breathing fire, and just do it in post? I'm like, maybe.
Those
figure
words
it.
have never left our mouths.
No, they won't, but they will now.
And they will. I'll find a way to make that work. Don't worry.
there's some cool thing that you all do, and like, hey, James, can you put that in post? Like Josiah leaping off of their magic flying carpet, shooting 6 times midair. Like, I'll figure.
I'm gonna
I'll
need you to
figure
do a
something
full
out.
animation, but you can't
Well-
hire anyone from Fiverr because we don't have budget. So you're dissolve.
Don't worry, don't worry. I'll make it happen.
We're gonna need you to use your own money to get a subscription to Envato Elements so you can use all the licensing stuff for some really cool shit. Okay.
You know, the next time I get a promotion, I might. Let's see.
Oh man, who's ready to beat up some hags?
The D&D hags.
Nah, just some hags. We're gonna go out on the street and film it live on Twitch.
Yep.
It was definitely interesting. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. We
Yeah, it was pretty
we also
sized.
dropped that giant bag of gold onto Celine, I think it was. Yeah.
Wait, 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 wait.
Your mic is muted, I think, Josh.
Previously on Venture into Vimuros. Everything I just said, but you didn't hear it. In a world where OBS does not comply.
You
Just
almost
gotta leave
forgot,
it unmuted.
You almost forgot a really important detail in your rundown that the audience couldn't hear.
Right.
And I'm gonna let you get all the way up to the bag of coins again, and then I want you to come back to me. All right?
Oh, I didn't forget.
I think you forgot a very important detail.
Of course I did it. Yeah, thanks, Gopi, for the technical assistance. So last session, if you weren't there, and if you are there, listen up. We entered the forest 2 sessions ago. We're chasing down, what's his name? Duncan? I don't remember.
Hagness. Come on.
You're the DM.
You made the name. You made the name. Duncan.
Look, it's right directly next to me on line 8.
Vimuros runs on Duncan.
Well, anyways, Bavnik, Zanog's younger cousin, was carried away by an ocean of spiders. The heroes leap into action, seeking only to save Bavnik. Fail, 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 fail. Ampersandbox. Breathe. As our heroes, our adventuring party, finds their way through the Xylean forest, they notice a couple of treats and doodads and a webbed man and some crazy display of necromancy that haunts Zanog. Zanog in search of the necromancer, and not just the necromancy. He has a multitask, faceted, forward-facing frontal here that he wished both to save Bavnik and to learn the grasps just beneath him. I'm using so many random words. You are zigzagging, mazing through this forest for hours on end, finding not treasure, but things that could lead to treasure, such as keys and keyholes. A massive 35-pound key joins the party. A massive... What was the weight? Another 400 pounds? No, another 30 pounds of gold coins?
I thought it 60 pounds.
60 pounds. Yeah, that's it. 60 pounds of gold coins enters the party. And there's a ornate rock that has been etched and sketched by presumably... presumably... Is that the word I want to use?
Presumably.
Presumably, druids left this here. Bex isn't so sure because the language is Sylvan. And Josiah puts their own addition to the top of this stone.
I did, but that's not what I was calling out.
Oh, what are you calling out that I missed?
You forgot the hag fart. How could you forget the hag fart?
I just didn't think it was that vital to the story.
It's very vital. Me and
It's
Zanog
the
had a
aggression.
real moment.
It's a pure aggression.
It's what caused us to go on the attack.
Following the out-of-key singing of some beautiful old women, young women, older, younger, middle-aged women, the party stumbles across some D&D hags. The D&D prefix being very vital.
Very.
They're singing. They're practicing for the talent show that takes place in Thamvira. However, they may never see the talent show as the party strikes in defense of Bex. We're going to pick up. That's plenty enough freaking preface here. We're hopping into combat. Josiah's the Nog. They drop their 60 pounds of coins towards Celine, the sea hag.
From 110 feet up.
From 110 feet, you may add. So we're going to start off with Celine's dex save. Ooh, did I come up with a DC last time? I would have wrote it down, so I didn't. DC 110, silent. Thing is this big. I'm going to give it a DC of 14, but she has disadvantage. 14. Let's see it or don't. Celine. Double click, please. Please. Any, features, tributes, dex, save, disadvantage. 14. Where's the dice?
Hey.
Nice,
What-
the crit fail.
The critical fail. Oh, I should have also determined how much damage it might deal. How much pounds is it? 60?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's going
Change the scene.
change the scene.
Thanks, at least one from Gopi.
At least one damage.
I would certainly hope it's way more than that.
We'll roll 66. Which might be overkill. But it's okay.
That's fine.
Let's see. Celine rolls her own damage. 23 damage to the sea hag. Ooh. The sports announcers in the corner say, "That's gotta hurt."
Does it?
Applied damage. Okay, let's put you all in a combat sequence here. Toggle combat state. Let's get some initiative rolls. Why is that not on? There it is. Now it's on stream.
14.
7.
17. There is one patch of grass, right where I just pinged on the map, that is slightly different colored than the rest
Yeah,
of
I
the
know.
grass. And it's making me feel like there's something there, even though like I know there's not. I just feel like there is, you know what I mean?
Roll investigation.
What?
Roll investigation.
Okay. That hurts my soul that that actually might be a thing. It's an 11.
It's different over there.
To be fair, I'm 110 feet in the air, so
Yeah, I took that into account. Wow, that spot's different. Maybe wetter?
ew.
Anyways. At the top of the proper
The tub
edge.
did get poured out, so.
Tub got pulled out over here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let me find something real quick.
One of the
okay.
balls are gonna be there.
Ugh.
One of the balls are gonna be there. I'm calling it. We had to play in the mud.
The orbs.
Mm-hmm.
At the start of initiative is Phoebe, the fart hag.
The worst.
True.
You attack one, you attack all!
All right.
You will regret your decisions. And, as per the text box here, the hag magically turns invisible. Any equipment she wears or carries is invisible with her. And might I add, which I don't have to, well, this is all a little too much. She leaves no physical evidence of her passage, and she can be tracked only by magic. Might have been too much, but there you go.
Just a spell.
Just a spell. Let me put her stealthy mode on.
Stealth mode engaged.
And she turns invisible. The start of the next turn, Josiah.
Awesome. Hey, Zanog, you need to get a little bit more room. You need to give you a little bit more room down there to hit anyone.
Yeah, I need to get a lot closer.
I
Alright.
wouldn't come down here if I were you.
I'm gonna move us. Over. I don't want to be right next to a tree, but I want to be. Yeah, I can move us. I'm gonna move us over here and take us down. So it's 25 feet over and take us down. I guess I can take us down 10 more feet. I want to say.
If you ping it, I'll move you both. For those of you wondering, Josiah and Zanog are moving in tandem due to them sharing a magic carpet.
Move us down to 95. Yeah. Okay, so I'm bringing us down to 95.
Oh, you want to descend?
Yeah, so I'm
Gotcha.
I'm going at an angle. That's
Okay.
why I put us right. Yeah. Oh no.
Yep. Oh, yeah. It's getting better.
We're all moving.
I got you. Don't
All right, so I moved us. Got a little bit more room here, and then I'm gonna take a. Seeing Celine has gotten hurt already once. I'm gonna take a shot at her.
Okay.
Take her down.
Go
Use the
for it.
rifle. Is it gonna let me? Is it gonna let me click things? Is it not gonna let me click things again? Is that what we're playing here today? Foundry.
Today we're playing Foundry Virtual Tabletop F5 Simulator.
It logged me out.
My phone's
I
ringing.
swear to God. I just want to shoot
It's
this
Josh
thing.
McGee speaking. You're on live television. How can I help you?
Sorry, I just started, but my phone soundbar, and I want to
There we go.
Technical difficulties. Here, let me mute myself. You want to perhaps... Is it just the soundbar or the TV?
Did that work for you guys?
Yeah, you got 23.
So on the
Awesome, 'cause
soundbar,
it
you want
didn't
to
give me
press
my
and
results.
hold the input button.
Foundry is
While
fantastic. I
you
can
have
recommend it to everyone.
Sound playing.
It's better than Roll20, and somehow
And
works.
it'll
all at the
probably
same
take up
time.
to a minute, and you should see it flashing lights in an order sequence, and that'll eventually should set up. And if it does
I'm, like,
not,
so ready.
unplug
I'm
and
just like,
replug
wait. I'm
and
like,
try again.
I got my two things I want to do over here are just like, oh, here comes a druid storm.
A druid storm? What does it look
A
like?
druid storm. Oh,
Is that like when it
see.
rains cats and dogs?
You'll see.
That's a hit. Roll damage. For some reason, I said that in Foundry.
Fantastic. Look at that 18 piercing damage right there. Oh, wow. Boom a chicka laka laka boom. There we go. That's what we're doing, right?
What do you say, Crystal?
I'm gonna
Most of
whisper that.
That was speaking to us through Foundry.
All
Whisper
right.
in your ear as I shoot. That's what I whisper in your ears.
Firing the
professional.
magical rifle. 18 damage pierces Celine.
Cool. And I've got one more shot I can do. How's Celine looking? It didn't change on my screen.
Hold on.
I don't know if that's because of Foundry or because of you.
You'll understand when you're older.
All right. Look at that nice green blood. That's great. We're gonna take another shot at her.
Very juicy. It's a hit.
Awesome. 26. That'll be 20 piercing damage.
That's hot.
Cool. So I asked Zanog if he needed more room, take us down a nice 45-degree angle, get us 95 feet in the air and get us a little bit behind Beldwin just to give him some cover, and start popping some shots at Celine, taking out them shoulder joints.
Ouchie.
Yeah. And that's the end of Josiah's turn.
Nice.
Oh, your shots would have disadvantage because you're beyond 80 feet.
No, they don't because of my feats.
There you go. Works for me. No further
is your
explanation
turn?
needed.
What do your feet have to do with it? No.
I say, why are you shooting? Why are you shooting with your feet?
All right.
Really giving a new definition to foot soldier.
Oh no. And the fan art begins.
Let it go.
Bex.
Something else Josiah can do with his feet.
You're
What
not
is
wrong.
what's Josiah talking about? You guys doing some chitter chatter here?
Oh yeah, it's Beck's turn. I'm just gonna say I love that I'm outside at the moment. Luna, electric lightning, a flash so bright, a dazzling, frightening sight. As I cast Call Lightning, it is a 10-foot tall, 60-foot wide radius centered on a point I can see within range that's directly above me, and I can, on this turn, choose a point that I can see, and every creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. So, that being said, I'm going to choose right here, this tile.
Okay. And everybody there must make a dex save.
Celine crushed underneath the the bag of coin.
The bag of coin would have struck her true and then spilt about afterwards.
It's raining money.
Dex save, you say?
Yeah, so anything that's 5 feet around that spot.
Mhm.
It's a dex.
Even invisible lady.
Even if they're invisible.
Mm.
And I would like to apologize. I would have actually imposed disadvantage. Would you like me to roll those 2 dice?
Yes.
That's not what I wanted. Here we go. There we go. So it still would have been. Why did that roll like that?
I'm gonna add them together. You
Yeah,
got a
sorry.
15 and a 4 plus whatever your stuff would be.
One of them would have missed.
Yeah.
I don't know if my 4 would have missed. Actually, I have a pretty crazy addition here. Trying to find it.
You have plus 11, I believe, on the hunting rifle.
Yeah, that's what I think so
15.
too. Yeah.
15 would have been the lowest. The other one would have been like 26. So.
Yeah. So as long as the 15 hits, then the damage would go through on both of them.
That will be accounted for. Yeah, it still hits. Celine. Sea Hag's not doing so hot.
Oh, gee.
So that 19 is the max. If they succeed, it's half the amount.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me make sure.
Where's the invisible lady? Show me.
That's the goal. Is I'm just gonna start striking random areas.
Mm-hmm.
Still with the fail after the magic resistance. Alright.
19 damage. Celine's probably done for. I believe.
I hope so. Gotta take these thespians out.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need more of those. It's just competition.
Oh yeah.
What? Oh. That's your storm
Yeah, I
cloud.
forgot to cast it. So
That's your storm cloud.
yeah.
What's the elevation of your storm cloud, does it say?
It just says a point that I can see within the sky above.
So it just takes place in the sky, so above also
Yeah.
Josiah and Zanog.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give that a ceiling of like 1,000 feet then. 1,500 even.
If it's storming out, it deals extra damage.
Ooh, the storm ended previously.
Ah, darn. But
Oh,
I still have a bonus action on my turn, and I'll just say, Luna, it was a pleasure getting to know you as I turn into a polar bear.
Nice. How does that affect your storm cloud there?
Concentration spell, wild shape isn't a concentration spell, so I can maintain my spell while I wild shape.
Okay.
It just still acts like normal concentration.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
As Celine loses control of her mortal vessel, she wasn't very great looking to begin with, but her flesh begins to ooze and seep, and this bony, lengthy creature here is going to have what is called a horrific appearance. Anybody within 30 feet, so it's just Bex, seeing this hag's true form, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god. Oh no. That one.
Alright,
No.
fail.
Oh no.
You are frightened for 1 minute.
Oh jeez.
Is a big cowering polar bear.
You may repeat your saving throw at the end of each of your turns with disadvantage, as long as this hag's true form is in your line of sight.
Buried in money.
Buried. Well, now she's on top of the money.
How's that
Could-
work?
Wait, what?
The money settled.
Ooh, never mind.
Could we?
Could we?
Belden, what'd you shape into?
A polar bear.
The form of... Let's see if I have one of those. Woman. Let's put Belden off to the side for a second. I'll put polar bear there. And I can, after 1 moment, give the polar bear permissions.
Oh.
As... Give James ownership of the polar bear. Why did it teleport me to the chest? There you are. I have to temporarily... What?
Foundry's really doing great things for us right now.
I'm not sure I agree. Bex, you should have control of the polar bear now, or James anyways. And I'm just going to slap Bex over here for now. Well, whatever. You know where you're at. That's not true. You're the bear.
I'm a bear.
Do you have control? Can you have access to your features and such?
I can move it.
You can move it.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Alright. Cool. Works for me. Does that complete your turn, Bex?
That is the end of my turn.
After Bex's turn, Luna begins their turn.
You've slaughtered my sister!
This simply will not do. You will regret your decisions. She places her arms up
Is that Lance Reddick?
as if to... I have something I could say about that, but I won't. She does a bit of like a pirouette looking thing, not a pirouette, but like, I don't know, freaking some crazy thespian move like a curtsy. And with that curtsy, she flashes once into a more ethereal looking figure, more ghastly and ghostly in purplish blues, pinkish purples, cosmic colors. And after one flash of etherealness, Luna has also disappeared.
Such a wordsmith.
Some days, I tell you.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I was kind of hoping to get to, at least try to shoot the other two.
I mean, they're definitely still here. Remember, that one was up in the trees, so, like, stay away from the trees.
Well, it's kind of hard to do when, you're surrounded by trees. There's even trees above us.
Yeah, but there's, like, a clearing. You know what I mean? More where the dead one's at.
I mean, it's kind of... I don't really want to get near it.
Let's see. I don't really know what to do because I don't have vision on anything. Let's see.
Is Zanog allowed to move the carpet?
No,
Or is it just me?
just one person at a time. And you chose. Josiah is piloting at this time.
Wonderful.
I forgot to heat metaler. That was my whole thing I was gonna do last time.
You were so excited for it, too.
I was so excited. I'm like, oh, she's got gems, and if she does something, I'll be able to track her.
Welcome, welcome to the 6-day, 20-hour break.
That's how different combat is sometimes. You're like, oh, I have this thing ready and it's planned, and then a week later.
I'm going to ready a chill touch for if anything attacks us or Bex or makes themselves visible again.
Okay.
So I don't have anything. I don't have anything I can do. So
Works for me. At the start of the round 2.
Something is happening. We just can't see it.
That's true. Trying to describe what you might notice.
We hear the squish squashing footsteps of somebody unless they're flying. And a sound of a
Exactly.
gas like a gassy hag.
A gas-powered hag. This hag here is 100% gas-powered.
All natural gas.
I guess we could make perception checks and see if we can find her.
It's not our turn yet.
She's smelly enough. We can smell her.
So for this turn, as far as you're aware, nothing happens. Josiah.
Wonderful. So for the hideous form of this actual hag right here,
Mm-hmm.
it's if we see it, right? Like if we're 30 feet and see it.
Perhaps.
I guess what I'm getting at is, could I float over it and like eventually cover it with the rug?
It's worth a shot.
I don't see
Like-
how her corpse could make it above the pile of money that's on top of her, but you know, whatever.
I guess I'm trying to
This
get
part-
rid of the potential for frighten, essentially.
Sure. You may try.
All right. Well, that's not very convincing. So I'm not going to. Instead, we're gonna come down. Let's see. We're gonna come down to. I'm at 95. I have 40 worth of movement. Let's come down. Let's come down 20. That'll bring us, if I'm mathing right, because I'm not normally good at that, we'll bring us down to 75. And then we'll move ourselves a little closer to the center. Go to the 15. Right there. And then I'm gonna do similar to Zanog. I'm gonna ready a shot. If I see one of the two hags appear, I want to take a shot at them.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be Josiah's turn. Yeah. I just don't understand why they always got to go invisible. It's just it makes the entire fight boring.
Cowards.
Exactly. It's just like, can we just fight? You know, man to hag, halfling to hag, humanoid to humanoid.
Creature to creature. I guess what I'm really getting down to is I just want to shoot something, and there's nothing here to shoot besides you two, and I don't really want to shoot either of you.
That's probably something you should look into talking out with the professional.
All the wrong things.
We're in a forest. What professional am I gonna talk to? Hey, lumberjack over there.
I'm not saying right this instant. I'm saying, you know, at a later point in time.
It's nothing to worry about. Come on, I've been shooting things for. He lifts his hand up and starts counting on his fingers. A long time. It's been a real long time.
I know that's probably part of the issue.
Is it my turn?
No.
I just saw the marker move and I was like, what?
My bad. I'm just measuring. Well, yeah, you should have acted after Josiah, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just.
I wasn't sure. So the bear is afraid, and I'm gonna go hide behind some trees.
Makes sense.
And then I'm just going to strike lightning right here.
All right. Intimidation factor more than anything. You can roll damage if you wish to see how it affects the lands and anything flammable.
I might get lucky. You know, there could be something there. Another 19.
Big flash of lightning. Destroys part of the ground. The moisture that still exists here is enough to dampen any flames it may ignite. But at the same time, it is dry now. And I don't think your storm cloud's producing rain, is it?
No, just stormy.
It's a big old storm cloud shooting down lightning. Alright. Friction heat is increasing. After Beck's turn, any bonus action here? Oh, is that your bonus action?
That is my... I believe it's an action. As a action. Yeah, so that's my action.
Okay.
I'm just... Can I bonus action perception check?
I think that's a no-go.
Darn. I was going to see if I could get that past you. Then I will just be on my hind legs, holding a tree, peering around. I'm not... Actually, I think I can move 5 more feet, which puts me 30 feet from Celine. So I don't know if that ends it. And then I re-roll the wisdom save.
Yeah, you re-roll at disadvantage, but let me re-check this thing out.
Oh yeah, because I can move 40 total.
Just make the roll.
Normal?
Disadvantage. Disadvantage wisdom save. You're good.
Damn.
13's enough. You lose you're frightened against that corpse.
You also used your nat 20 for the day.
That's true. Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one.
Now I'm just punching the tree as a bear.
You think Bex is all right over there?
I have no fucking clue what the bear... I can't speak bear.
He's punching the tree.
I know, but it seems like they're also trying to talk to us, and I don't... Like I said, I don't speak bear.
If they're gonna be in the party for like a long time, we should probably at least try to learn the language, right?
Did something hit you on the head?
Well, they keep going into like a bear form, and they seem trying to talk to us.
As Zanog says, did something hit you on the head? Various. Let me give me a descriptor. Chat GPT, go.
Hey, that's what I was using too for my rhyming.
Various glowing darts are zigzagging between the tree branches and strike Josiah.
You just barely hit me.
That's damage. It hits.
Oh, okay.
Magic missile.
Oh, okay.
As the cyan blue energy darts make their way between some openings, they strike for 17 damage on Josiah, Little Baron. Great Barrel, Baron, Baron. No initial.
Would I be able to get my thing off on this one?
Of
Into the direction of the
You
missiles?
may aim towards the direction of the missiles. They came from, oh, I don't know, 180 degrees, 200 degrees. Get your thing off. Chill touch. 1d8. Create a ghostly skilled hand space creature within range.
Lightning sounds.
Lightning sounds. Missiles attack. Nog, roll your attack die. Alright.
12.
You may roll damage.
Nice.
Would Zanog hitting trigger to where I could take my shot as well that I had prepared?
I did not specify if you hit or not. I'm just letting him roll damage in case it is needed.
Oh, hang on. Well, I actually need to know.
Alright.
Everything came from this direction. Southwest. South-southwest.
I heard you shouldn't fly with them.
What? Oh,
I
yeah.
heard you shouldn't fly with them.
You're thinking of Spirit Eye.
Hit you thing off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright. Those
7 necrotic damage, and that can't regain health if I actually hit something.
Nice. Cool. Those rolls have been taken into account.
And the hand clings to the target if I hit her.
Neat. Very nice.
So as those missiles come out, and I see Josiah just get pelted with them.
Yeah.
I'll like over the top of his head. I'll just, and the ghostly hand will like come out of my palm and grab whatever.
Yeah, and the way that you guys are having your conversation, you would have seen it approach them. I mean, they're lightning fast, but you see them coming, whooshing through the trees, whooshing through the trees. Yeah, gotcha. Cool. I'm just adding to what you already said. Oh yeah. I'm going to make another blind roll here. Don't worry about it.
What? I'm lightly obscured by trees, in case that matters.
It does. It matters well. Zanog, your turn begins. Round 2.
I mean, do I actually get to know if
You may investigate south-southwest, as you saw the stuff breaking through these branches, and your knowledge of magic might help.
that's a dirty 20 on the investigation?
Dirty 20 investigation. You know it comes from the south-southwest. You know magic missile requires that the caster needs sightlines.
I'm mainly looking if my clinging hand was actually moving along with her, if she's still there, or what am I grabbing onto?
You send your hand out into the distance, and you send it in the direction you think it would have came from. The hand makes it a good 80 to 100 feet before poofing away and dissipating whatever colors is your flavor, and whatever smokiness or sliminess or whatever you think your hand would do, your chill touch hand. But, however, with your 20 investigation, you are either going to tell Josiah to move over, or you're going to get up to where he is, and you're going to cast your gaze in the direction that these magic mickles came from. I'm sticking with it. These magic mickles came from, and you do catch sightlines just between the branches and the leaves and the swaying. It's going to be about 5. No, it was already past sunset. It's just getting down to darkness now. Was it dusk? As dusk begins. Is twilight the right one?
Is it dusk or twilight?
I'm not sure.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Just as it's darker than it is light outside. How do I turn off stealth? You see, hanging on to the top of a high tree way to the south-southwest, if you can see where that ping is way down there. Hanging on to the very tops of the trees after one of Bex's lightning strikes and the bright light of that calms down, the wind is picking up in the background. You see this crazy hag hanging on with one arm and one leg at the top of an evergreen tree.
I wasn't able to see the ping, so I have no idea where you.
Way southwest. I think your character does not have that regular vision. Just because it's way down here. His ping's down here. I'm doing too much right now. What's going on? There we go. Stream ping. You see it down there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, way down there. Yeah.
How far is that?
120 feet
95.
from Josiah.
Oh.
105 feet.
Oh, yeah, because we're up, yeah.
Well, then I missed. I mean, my goal was for her to be just out of range, or just to where she can reach whatever's 120 from Josiah.
Okay. Well, guess what? Chill Touch has 120-foot range.
Yeah, you got to go one more though, which is great. That one will land.
Nice.
She's over there! And I'll other palm. Send the hand out.
The hand pushes and weaves between the trees, braiding its way to the treetop hag.
Another 7 necrotic, and then. Like
What do you think the size of the chill touch is? Is it like a Nog size hand?
I'm assuming it doesn't say anything about a large hand, just a ghostly skeletal hand. So it would be like my hand print, right? Just,
yeah. Neat.
And I like to imagine it's got it just clings onto her arm, so we kind of know where she is now. So there's a big glowing hand on her.
That'll happen. At the end of is that it for Nog?
That's all I got.
Cool. At the end of Nog's 2. What? At the end of round 2. At the end of Nog's turn of round 2. Faster than you realized, conceivable. The setting sun had turned into a night sky. Before your very eyes, it's dark now. The wind is picking up, as if the storm might return. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Cold breezes nonetheless. At the start of Phoebe's turn, who has gone rather inconspicuous, coming from western lands, approaching the polar bear. Where's my mini? Don't be alarmed.
Whoa. Whoa. Ocean of spiders.
A familiar
They're approaching.
A familiar encounter for Bex. The ocean of spiders begins to encapsulate the polar bear's area, going up every tree, tucking away in every crevice. You see them on the ground, you see them passing you, ignoring you for the moment. You see them finding their way through the evergreens. And the ocean of spiders, believe it or not, is going to make a stealth roll. Where is the stats I want to use for them? Because that is literally just a picture. Where did
Very large picture.
Okay.
I am now glad that I still have this storm cloud up.
19 the stealth. So I believe that passes all your passive stuff without any active searches. But Bex does have awareness that these spiders are making their way in and around all the trees. And let me see. Yes. Let me grab my mini. Mini! Where are you? Where are you for real, Mini? Oh, I can search. Hell yeah. Thank you.
Look at that foundry finally working for us.
I'm getting so many minis, I do have to search for them now. Can you see that, Polar Bear?
I see a Bavnik.
Let me do one of these. Is this right? There you go. An unconscious Bavnik is being tumbled around. Josiah,
No.
your turn starts.
Yeah. Awesome. So I have an idea now where Luna's at least, right?
There's a
Yeah,
light.
my ghostly hand's attached to her.
Does your ghostly hand produce any light?
I don't know if it produces. It says you create a ghostly skeletal hand. So I'll make of that as you will, I guess. And it clings to her until the end of my next turn. So.
Okay. I'm not gonna say that gives you any visibility on her then.
Okay. So I've got a general area then. Can I do a investigate or a perception to try and like lock onto her?
What kind of visibility does Josiah have? Let's see your vision.
I would argue that the ghostly like skeletal hand's ethereal in nature, and like you would probably see some sort of like that's how you cast the spell. You know what I mean? That's how we roleplay it anyway. I don't know if you want to stick to that, but it wouldn't be like a beacon of light. But if you look that way, you might get a glimpse of it in the moonlight. You know what I mean?
I'll allow it.
I see no other reason for them to say it'll attach to something for one whole turn. You know what I mean? Other than like helping identify something like that.
I'm trying to figure out how far I can see. I'm not quite sure. I mean, whatever the normal. I don't have dark vision or anything, so.
Well, we can see that far. Remember, it's just the simulated heaviness of the forest, but she's above the forest. She's above the canopy, so you should be able to just blast her if you can get the range.
Yeah, that's what I was about to try and make the argument of is like I with disadvantage I can shoot up to 240 feet.
I'll allow it.
Assume that I can do that. So
Do it.
So what we're gonna go for is
As
seeing
as the chill hand or the chill touch makes its way there, you're going to line your sights up in the same position as the hand, as it is your temporary target.
Yeah, I imagine that like everything happening super quick. That the arcane missile like hits me. I kind of flinch back. Zanog shoots off his first attack, and I kind of take a moment to reorient myself and kind of maybe rub off my shoulder a little bit where it hit. You know, kind of like stretch it back out and just fuck. Invisible things, you know? And then I'm gonna line up the shot and take it. Disadvantage. Wait.
Oh, good old lucky
Look
feet.
at that.
16.
See? Does that hit?
Ooh. Your shot flies through the air, chasing after the chill touch, as it narrowly misses.
Man.
The hag puts just enough body weight shifting to bend the top of the evergreen tree, allowing your bullet to whiz past her.
And we still don't know where the other one's at, right?
Correct.
Before I try to make another shot, is there anything I can do to try and like ascertain where that other one's at?
Good question. What are your features and abilities?
Well, if it has to be magical, then there's not going to be a way for me to do it.
There you have it.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like if I could key into like footprints on the ground or anything like that.
Not in this particular circumstance.
Okay, so we'll just take another shot off then.
Another shot going.
13, so that's another miss.
Another miss. After your first miss, I would say that that light of the chill touch is dimming just a little bit and throws you off. Josiah may even believe you got the first shot because of how close it was of a miss. From your distance, you feel like maybe that first one landed. But the second one, you know you were off your game.
Yeah. Am I high enough up to go over these trees at all?
You may have to ascend a little more, but yeah, you can.
Okay. Zanog, we're gonna take ourselves over in the I believe it's the west. We're gonna take ourselves western a little bit. Follow after Bex.
All right.
It's actually west or not.
Let's just make sure we come back for the money.
Oh, definitely. I wouldn't leave you look at me. I'm not gonna leave the money there. Come on. What kind of idiot you think I am?
Well, don't ask the questions you don't want the answers to.
I said what kind? Okay. It has the word kind in it. Be kind.
There's a lot of kind of idiots out in the world, Josiah.
Again, be kind. Okay. So we're coming over here, and how high do I need to come up?
The trees vary between 100 and 150 feet.
Okay, so we're gonna come up.
If you want to weave through the canopy, 100 plus. If you want to clear the canopy, 150 plus.
Okay. Is it difficult terrain to push through just at the height we were at?
Yes.
The other one's still. We haven't found the other one, so I wouldn't go into the trees with the other one still kind of there. So you could just jump on and we could plummet.
Luckily we won't plummet. Yeah, luckily we won't plummet. We'll just slow down. That's all. You'll just have to grapple with her while I keep flying us through. That's all.
I do not want to grapple with any hag.
All right, we got this. I'm taking us in. I can go 10 more feet in, so we're going in.
You fucker.
You just rolled us in the spider trap.
Yeah, mama. I shouldn't have showed you the spiders because they had a pretty good stealth.
Well, that's why I'm not. That's why I mentioned like the hag. I'm worried about the hag in the trees,
And that's
not knowing that there's spiders in the trees.
I'm pretending I don't know about the spiders.
Well done, Jacob. You have the DM's advantage inspiration later for your use once in this session.
Thanks. I'll try not to shoot myself with it.
You may only use it for that instance. I'm just kidding. Ow. Ow.
Do
Hey.
you all hear that? Like,
Hey. Yeah. Hey. Ow. Ouchie.
Is that fucking Bavnik?
Sounds familiar. Ouchie. Okay, Bex, your turn begins. I did that for a little bit too long.
Yeah. But no one else besides me knows that there are spiders technically around here.
I also would say you're not entirely sure how many spiders, but there is a few, and you're like,
Yeah.
wow, they're moving around. I'm not going to say you fully understood that there's an ocean
Yeah.
of spiders. Everybody's playing the meta right now.
I'm running over here,
Okay.
and in bear I'll be like, Revnik, Revnik. But I'm gonna cast a lightning bolt right here.
Next to him?
well, it's
man.
only 5 feet. He's 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
The precision shot on that. All right, let's see.
It'd either be here or technically like right here, like where I was.
Right, that works.
Yeah.
Josiah and Zanog, as you begin to drift your magic carpet towards what is making noises, is that Bavnik?
Mm-hmm.
A powerful, dry strike of lightning hits the trees just before you, 10 feet. If you were drifting a little faster, if you had your arms out, you could just reach this large lightning. Echoing boom shoots across the Xylean forest. A fire begins in this location.
Underneath, you'd also see the polar bear just. Fuck no.
How do I make a freaking cube?
Oh, so it's a crime when I set something on fire, but when the bear does it, it's perfectly fine.
You did it in another life, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Out of
tried to do it
character
earlier.
when it's spiders. Hell yeah.
I said,
Remember,
do the flames reveal the ocean of spiders?
Partially, yes. There's got to be something else I could do. Hold on.
Maybe Bex is trying to tell us something. Maybe the hag is over there.
Yeah, probably get the fuck out of the trees.
As much as I want to save Babnik and run towards him, I'm running away from the spiders.
Hmm. 60 plus 10 is 70.
Oh yeah, I gotta also roll. You said it was not stormy yet, but getting close.
The wind is picking up. You're not entirely sure what the weather will do unless there's some
Yeah.
certain checks made.
The only thing is, if it's stormy, then I just get to roll an additional d10.
I need to turn that intensity down.
Cooking over here.
Only 8 lightning damage.
8 lightning damage as the tall trees act as a lightning rod, sending most of the energy directly into the ground, not before sparking between branches and creating just enough static charge to ignite the evergreen trees. Evergreen no more. Luna, in the distance, just within sight of Zanog and Josiah, releases the tree, allowing herself to fall deep down into the woods once more. You see her fall and tumble, cackling, laughing away. More madness, more derangement. That will end her turn.
She ran away from us or towards us?
She fell downwards. She released the tree and just fell straight down, laughing, in a free fall plummeting towards the surface.
She's not invisible, correct?
No, she's not invisible. As she does tuck between the streets and stuff, she is out of sight,
Yeah.
but not invisible by any means. That will begin. Oh, let me do
How's
another.
the spider situation?
Hold on, let me roll for this in private again. Blind D20. Okay. Zanog.
I'm the antithesis of Smokey the Bear right now.
You really are.
You're a polar bear starting fires?
it just snapped all of a sudden. Like I'm the opposite.
And you don't wear pants, and he does.
He only wears pants.
Hey, you wear shirts.
Quite literally the perfect foil.
He's really just talking about me during those PSAs.
Only you.
Stop that godforsaken polar bear. I want to know the spider situation. Whatever I need to do to fucking see if there's spiders around.
You must use your action to investigate.
The forest fire doesn't do anything to them. They just fucking keep on living their life.
What's your passive perception?
They're like that meme. This is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
They're scattering, they're doing stuff, but the sheer stealth of these boys.
I don't even know how to find my passive perception on here, so I'm
It's
just gonna
wisdom.
Well, it's gonna be that. I believe it's the right hand
In
side.
parentheses for you. Your passive
Yeah.
perception is 12. Your passive investigation is 16.
Or like a 19 or whatever. I don't have much to do. With nothing in sight and nothing actually happening. I guess I will hold my action for something aggressing us. That's all I got.
Yeah, I think the hag is the only thing in initiative.
Bavnik. Bav. Alright.
That's definitely Bavnik.
I mean, I can get us over to him if you want to go to him, but we can go back to Bex if you want to. I mean, I'm not
Hey,
too
man,
fussed either way.
You're driving. As far as I'm concerned, Bavnik is a spider bomb like the other guy, Ezekiel.
Oh, I almost forgot about Ezekiel.
How could
That
you?
guy. Well, I like to take traumatic experiences and try to, put them out of my head. You just stuff them in the bottle, put the cork on it, and hide it away on the shelf.
Again, Josiah, you really got to talk to somebody in a professional capacity.
I'll be fine.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's exactly how it works. We shoot things, we get money. It's a good time, you know.
Right. Yeah, it's I got a pass turn. I'm just holding my action for whatever. I
Cool.
don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Bavnik goes. He's kind of crawling across the floor of the floor of the forest here. Weakly carrying himself. Bavnik. He plops down, belly down. And in a quick jaunt rolls over face up. Very loose, very flinging. He's gonna cough out a spider. It's gonna crawl down his chin, and then run up the tree.
Do we see that?
Yes, that is absolutely illuminated, just beyond the fires that you are very close and comfy with.
Yeah, I think he might be a spider bomb. Let's go back to Bex.
I see, I told you.
Wait. Hold on. Listen. Ouchie.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with that, Bavnik?
Wouldn't you maybe help me? Probably.
You just coughed up a spider. I'm not necessarily in
Don't-
the position to help out spider bombs.
I'm not a bomb. I'm like the bomb. Help. Ouchies.
I'm not in control of the carpet. I can't do shit. So
I don't hear. I
It's not
have
my turn
no,
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Josiah's turn.
All right. I'm gonna let the dice. I'm gonna let the dice decide this.
Okay. What's your roll chart?
10 and under, we help Bavnik.
It's 50-50.
11 and up. 11 to 20, we go back to Bex. Okay, back to Bex it is. Look, I'm gonna be real honest with you right now, Zanog. I want to help Bavnik. I do. There's spiders crawling out of him. I don't want to
Yeah, I know.
spiders out of someone in the forest right now. I think that the druid of all people is probably the most inclined to be able to fix this situation. We know where he's at relatively. He might be gone when we get back over there, but we know where he's at relatively. Let's go get Bex. Let's start.
Look, I mean, I know. With time, I could probably figure it out, but in the middle of this nonsense. Eh.
Yeah, and I fly us back over. I guess it'd be 10 feet of difficult, and then what is that? Another 15 over to here. So we can come down another 5 feet. So we're 75 feet up now,
Mm-hmm.
or 70 rather. Unless, would you let me descend at an angle?
Yeah, Pythagoras. Oh, well, you're avoiding trees. Yeah, I mean, the tree spaces will still be difficult, and the regular will not. But yeah, you can descend diagonally.
I'm gonna take us to 35 then, above ground, just outside of the ugly hag,
Mm-hmm.
the ugly D&D hag. Yeah, and I guess I'm just gonna hold for if I see spiders or the hags or whatever up here to take a shot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then yell down to Bex. Hey Bex, we found Bavnik over there on the other side of the fire that you lit. Again, no hard feelings that it's okay if you do it instead of I do it, but we do need to go help him out. He's got spiders crawling all over him, all in and out of him, you know. That'll be the end of his turn.
You're really butthurt about the whole fire thing, huh?
I really wanted to set the place on fire. I thought it was going to be really cool.
I
It
just-
didn't work out.
You dropped a a fucking regular ass torch into a wet ass forest. Like, what did you expect?
I was real hopeful that like the oil on the torch, there's a lot of things playing in there. I was really hopeful for, and it just didn't work out.
I just didn't think you accounted for everything.
You're not wrong. There were some things that needed to be maybe some magic could have been done, but it just is what it is.
Bex is just going to look at the tree line and like, and another lightning bolt comes down right here.
Okay.
Now it just feels like overkill. Show off.
I'm the fucking spider. I don't know what the fuck Bex is saying, but if Bavnik's there, there's probably a good chance there's some spiders around. He was coughing them up. So
And running into the trees.
Why is that? How do I fix that? I guess that's what I wanted.
The fire is spreading.
It sure is.
I can still fix it. I can fix it. We're not gonna cause a forest. Actually,
Yeah.
what's the radius of my other thing? 40-foot radius.
We're
We're good.
still.
We're good.
Yeah. We're good for at least 3 more rounds.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't get like over, like to the right, or jump over to the left, we're pretty good. I mean, even then,
There are winds pushing
Bavnik will die.
southeast. Winds are going this way.
Oh, good. So I'll starting to do some lightning over here to just really spread it.
Those are your wind indicators for now.
That is the end of my turn.
Okay.
I guess I would actually like, once I'm in the tree line, be okay, so I could move back a little bit.
Okay. Oh! Heading out, y'all. Have a good night. Glad to
Heading
have
out,
been
y'all.
able
Have
to
a
catch
good
the
night.
beginning of a
Glad to
session.
have been able to
200
catch
bitty
the
booties.
beginning
Thank
of a
you,
session.
Gopi1. Have a wonderful night. Adios for now.
Thank you very much.
Okay, at the start of Luna's turn, let me do some minimal research. Where did you go? Okay, here you go.
It's like we're on a shooting range. We have to figure out which way the wind's blowing and shoot one direction.
I just wish I had a way to track magical invisibility. It drives me crazy.
If I had fairy fire, that would help.
If only.
But I do not. I do not. I'm just taking pot shots at things and hoping it's hitting.
In the similar fashion that Luna had first disappeared with the flash of the ethereal visage and then fully disappearing, that happens in reverse, except for not with Luna's body, but an eyeball that's large enough to be held with 2 hands. It begins to hover over Celine. It kind of almost seems to come down from above, but it's also appearing at the same time, about 10 feet above her, descending to about 5 feet above her, in a light spiraling, as if tracing out a Christmas tree shape. This ethereal-looking eye, and then the flesh kind of grows into itself, as it is this very veiny, like ripped out of the like fresh eyeball that's quite large, the size of maybe a halfling's head.
Shoot it!
Yeah, I was about to ask, does that trigger either mine or Zanog's ready actions?
If you have ready actions, yeah, you can do some actions.
Shoot it!
Yeah, that's
Kill it with fire.
was the first thing I wanted to do is take a shot at it.
Okay.
Is it 26 hit?
26 will hit. Hold on. Yeah, 26 hits. That's a good number.
Watch, it's an
Awesome.
ally.
Look, it doesn't need to be so creepy if it's an ally.
It's just
18 damage.
hiatus.
18 piercing damage. You see your bullet fly through it, popping out the other end.
Like it's incorporeal?
Like it's incorporeal.
Okay, I'll let Man, that it started out invisible, now we have incorporeal. Look, I'm not built for this. I'm not built for this. Zanog, this is all you. You deal with it.
Can I Arcana check that?
You can Arcana check the ethereal eyeball. Why is that not here?
Oof, that slid in as a 7 on my screen.
Huh.
13.
It's the eye of Kilrog.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to say you don't quite recognize that. What is...
Let's toll the dead it, see if it does it.
You're told the deading it?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna make that
Ooh, yeah.
saving throw 14 DC or wisdom.
The eyeball itself does?
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull my stats up for that. Oh, I was borrowing these stats, so I'll continue to do that for now. Saving throw of which kind? Wisdom?
Yeah.
Wisdom. It will have advantage and +2.
Yikes.
Oh, jeez. Not a +2.
17.
Alright, passes.
Yo, where is this thing?
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. We have, I imagine, could have epic music going on right now. No.
Look, I'm trying to, Josiah. That thing just shook off something of mine, too. I don't really know what the hell's going on.
Okay. I think I may call for an intermission, both because I need to organize some thoughts and because I need beverage.
Beverage castle.
Everybody cool? Well, we can finish out this round of combat, actually. We kind of rolled past Celine's death throw here.
And Zanog.
And then Zanog did the raid and whatever he just did, the...
That was my ready to action from
Oh, there's your ready to action. Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
not this rounds.
Okay, cool. No, so we're not quite... Alright, that happened. So it is going to be that eyeball thing is going to act next, but we're going to take an intermission. So your ready to actions popped off. It is still technically Luna's turn, and what you see in your combat order. I just preemptively made Celine's roll, and then Zanog will have their actual action. Anyways, we will be back in 9 minutes' time. Do enjoy our commercials.
A word from our sponsors.
A
I
word
need to
from our
make more.
sponsors. Who is we? Bye-bye for 9 minutes.
No, really, listen. Did you know that every day you're just throwing money away online? Well, you are. No, shut up, you are. Did you know there's a simple web extension you can add to your browser? It's called Electrum. Electrum saves the site you're on and it looks for the best prices and possible coupons so you can save that sweet, sweet gold on your online purchases. See this dagger? Look how shiny. With Electrum, I saved nearly 3 copper pieces on this dagger. Think about that. When you're spelunking into dungeons and throwing those daggers left and right, you run out, right? And unless you find a dragon's hoard in the keep, it's on you to resupply your collection of daggers, darts, arrows, and caltrips. With Electrum, you're guaranteed to save on each of your purchases. Over the last year, I've saved nearly a platinum piece with all the savings that Electrum has been able to cut from those Vimurosian prices. I could invest those savings back into adventuring gear, or I could buy a round of drinks for the party after a successful raid. And that's all thanks to Electrum, the web plugin that will save you money on your online purchases. Just follow our link and sign up now. Why are you waiting? Go, now! Well, maybe after the rest of the video, but go after that, and make sure to tell them we sent you.
Are you looking to put some spruce back in your rust bucket step? Does your automaton need some fresh oil to get them going in the morning? Well, come on down to Fantastic Pete's Automaton Fix-It Emporium. We can just about fix everything. Have a justice unit who can't swing a sword or a farm bot who can't plow the field? We'll bring them on down to Fantastic Pete's Automaton Fix-It Emporium. For mentioning this ad, we'll give you a 20% discount on all oil changes, hydraulic diagnostics, and high-gloss finish. Or if you just need an oil change for your robot, we can do that for a low, low price of $3.99 of gold. So, come on down, bring your robot friend for a tune-up. While you're here, make sure to stock up on Fantastic Pete's synthetic blend of Warforged motor oil. We only serve the best here at Fantastic Pete's, and when you're here, your family.
We're located just off exit 17 on Road 37. Located just inside Valmoda across from the Wonderland Cat Emporium and Acupuncture Clinic. Keep an eye out for our mascot Pepper and Pete, the steel golem, as he'll wave you on in. And remember, when you're here, you're family.
Alright guys, it's Jacob here, also known as Josiah Grape Barrel, your local brand manager, creative aficionado, and definitely the best player at the table. Don't let Alex tell you otherwise. Today, we're going to check out our new merch store. You can find us at streamlabs.com/AmpersandboxTTRPG/merch. Again, that's streamlabs.com/AmpersandboxTTRPG/merch. Alright, once you've safely traversed the internet to our humble shop, you'll be greeted with the full catalog of our current merch. T-shirts, tank tops, hats, and many more to come. But today, we're going to check out just a few of our offerings, starting with our men's Venture into Vimuros shirt. It's got our logo prominently displayed on the front, a beautifully curved hem, and it comes in black, navy, oxblood black for you barbarians, and white. Not to mention, on the back of it, you can display proudly your favorite podcast, Venture into Vimuros. Next up, we're going to take a look at the Work Hard, Play Hard, Eat Hard tank top, the motto of your favorite goblin tribe. You'll find this in black, asphalt, athletic heather, navy, and red. Lastly, we've got our women's LGBTQIA+ pride shirt, also available in men's sizing as well, because we believe representation is year-round, not just in June.
You'll find this in black, blue heather, charcoal heather, heathered navy, and light heather gray. With all that out of the way, remember to tune in Sundays, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST, for more Venture into Vimuros.
And we are back. Thank you for hanging around.
Yeah, during intermission. If you didn't check out our store, you can check it out. Look, I'm wearing a work hard, play hard, eat hard shirt. You can get exclusively at our store.
I'm wearing a no longer available Ampersandbox hat.
I am about to wear an available Ampersandbox hat.
On top of the headset.
Not completely, though.
On top of the headset. Power move.
He looks like one of those douchebags that does that. They're like, I'm wearing my hat.
Yeah.
And that's like not on their head. You know what I mean?
Alright, we're gonna swoop back into combat here. And we return to combat. It is still technically Luna's turn, and on Luna's turn, something else is happening. A large eyeball, I say large, but maybe 2 foot in diameter eyeball, is floating just above Celine's lifeless corpse, which is intermingled.
Large foreign eyeball.
Large foreign eyeball. Celine's corpse is in a small ocean of golden coins, with maybe her leg and her arm and her head popped out. My ears are ringing hard. That ear infection's has some side effects. Anyways.
It's the voices in your head there.
Yeah, I know. They're just saying, let's see, what's my range on this? 120 feet, up to 3 people it can see. I'm gonna have it happen to all of you. The eyeball pulses a type of magic that washes over Josiah, Zanog, and Polar Bear Bex. As this eyeball casts some special type of magic, each of you are required to make a Constitution saving throw with a difficulty class of 17.
Oh, nice.
Hold on. No.
You can't tell me no. Counter spell. Let's see what level is this at.
Like I did at 3rd level right now, but I'm willing to change that if you allow me.
So this isn't a traditional spell. This is more of a magical ability. in the stat block here. I'm trying to find a way to translate that to a spell, but that's not even described here.
Is it similar to like an existing spell, like sleep, teleport, something like that?
Since we're doing some, obviously you guys are trying to save yourselves, I'm going to unwillingly kind of give you some of the meta here. This is Beholder Magic. It is an eye ray from a beholder, and I don't think this translates to a spellbook spell level.
I think they're mostly at like 4th or 5th level spells. Like their eye rays do about that level of damage. So I think it's over 3rd.
Let's see if the World Wide Web can help.
Beholders have several rays with level 4+ spell power that will penetrate the minor globe. That's Baldur's Gate, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that's close enough.
Yeah, you would have you'd have to roll a 4th level or higher. You have to roll 10 plus the spell's level, and on a success, the creature's spell fails and has no effect.
Would you allow Zanog to roll, and then if it's 15 or higher?
One moment, I straight up didn't hear you. Let me see.
It's that ear infection.
That's true.
I heard that one.
Selective ear infection, more like it.
The Beholder does not use spellcasting or innate spellcasting. This is a creature ability, so you cannot counterspell it because it is not a spell.
I'm refunding my points then.
You may refund your points.
What are we doing? Constitution?
Wisdom. Let me double check.
No.
Wisdom.
Constitution.
Wisdom 17. I meant to say wisdom, so whatever you rolled,
okay,
you may have to retry it.
I'll re-roll.
Wisdom 17.
Cool. I got an 8.
I got an 8.
+6 fucking saving throw.
Real nice, because my last one was a 20.
Zanog and Josiah, you experience fear.
Awesome.
Hold on a second. Just 1 second.
Something's happening somewhere. There's a beholder around here doing beholder stuff.
You got that's meta. This is a favor.
I know that just as a player, I'm like, no matter what, Bex is gonna be like, we gotta peace out. Leave Bavnik to die.
Some bullshit, but whatever. Okay, it happens. I'm scared.
We need 2 more players. So we need 2 more players to survive.
So both Josiah and Zanog become frightened by this creature ability's ray of fear washing over them.
Wonderful.
At the start of Celine's turn, she's peeling herself out, standing up again, emerging from the gold coin junkyard. What's the word I'm looking for? That matter. It's not even important. It was going to be a bad joke regardless. And she pulls herself lifting up from these gold coins. You see where her eyes used to be are just black pits. They were forfeited.
Oh,
they were forfeited in some form of trade. And with her magical ability, the people that are frightened, I'm going to describe this whole thing to you so you can anticipate what's happening. The Sea Hag is casting, they're not casting, it's not a spell, is using their creature ability called Death Glare. It can only attack 1 at a time. So, the person that shot her down, she will be targeting... Who hit her last?
I think it was
technically
Josiah.
Me.
Technically you? Well, I think it's going to be Gunman Josiah regardless. You did the most damage. You were the first to And you dropped the coin bag, right? You're doing the most. She wouldn't know
Yeah.
that. She didn't know that.
One of us did.
She doesn't. We wouldn't know who did it from the ground level, anyways. But from the bullet wounds in her chest and abdomen, she will, in the blackness of her face, as she looks at you, you feel that, although no distance is closed, you feel that shortening of distance as if your depth perception is altered and you're face to face with this delicious looking sea hag in all of her horrific appearance and glory. This death glare begins to affect you. You must make a secondary wisdom throw of 11. I'm going to give you disadvantage, and if you fail, let me see this. You must exceed the wisdom save or drop to 0 hit points.
Awesome.
I thought it was going to target everybody, but it only targets one creature at a time that is frightened.
You said disadvantage?
Disadvantage, wisdom save of 11, or drop to 0. There it is.
14.
Does not affect you in that manner. Let's see.
Yeah, I imagine that
is an action.
Imagine that Josiah maybe like grips like harder onto the carpet and starts to kind of like lose himself a little bit, maybe leans forward a bit, because that's a very close miss there.
Yeah.
Maybe starts to lean forward a little bit, but then pulls himself back and is in the process now of turning the rug around.
I would say, as you felt in your own mind that this distance was closed, that you're face to face with Celine, you feel yourself exhaling, and this exhale is thick. You feel it contains your life essence. You feel that magic of Aurelia arising again within you. And at the end of this exhale, that's when your wisdom save kicks in, and you get your next breath in. That was not your final breath. And it will be Zanog's turn. Nope, that doesn't happen yet. It is Zanog's turn.
Alright, we need to get the fuck out of here. I think the pitless eyes are one of those signs, you know what I mean? The goddamn necromancer Agranis is doing this shit. He's pulling the strings.
Yeah. Josiah's gonna take another couple breaths, just like ragged breaths. Yes, we do need to get out of here, and we're going as fast as we can, Zanog. Just throw something at her. Just get her off of us.
Try that. I'm gonna turn towards her, make my magical, like goopy bow arrow thing, and shoot an acid arrow at her.
Ooh.
No, I'm not.
Shoots me in the face.
No, it's a spell. The spell does not take place.
Yeah, I mean, can't do shit.
James, you doing all right?
I think I can help, but I have to plan my next thing.
Okay. Does that finish the next turn?
Yeah.
All right. I skipped it. Okay. At the beginning of Phoebe's turn. I don't know if our map constitutes where she's going to end up. Don't look at this. Okay, she's hidden. So from the far distance of the northeast, Zanog is going to take 6d4 plus 6.
Nice.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not? I'm going to... Because why? Shield. There it is. An invisible barrier of magical force appears as a reaction. Let's see.
Take no damage from magic missile.
Protects you until the start of your next turn, plus 5b. You take no damage from magic missile. Excellent. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, that'll work. It does not say anything that says you need to see it coming, so it'll work.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it off as like I'm like aiming. I can't form the arrow because let's say because of the fear.
Yeah.
And then as I like kind of like blink a couple times and shake around, I see the missiles coming, and they just like shield it away.
Nice. They did come from.
It still kind of glimmers in the moonlight as we start to move away here.
True.
I'm assuming Josiah's gonna have us do.
They would have came from the northeast.
Like up in this direction?
Yeah.
Over here. I'm just gonna scream, Bex, bail! Bail on this shit!
Oh. You sure? I need your help, really. I've made it this far, and I don't know. I'm just gonna take a nap or something. It's pretty warm and comfortable here.
Bavnik, start crawling in any direction away from the fire. Just crawl.
I ran out of crawl speed, guys. All the speed I had for crawling, I don't know where it went. If you could just put me on your magical freaking flying carpet or something, that would be a great help.
Zanog, I'm gonna shoot him.
My bones are tired.
I'm gonna shoot him, Zanog. We're gonna fly by. I'm gonna shoot him, and it's just the end.
Well, don't do that yet. He might turn into the weird spider shit. Remember, it's delayed. It's like a delayed cast. I need time with him. If he's infected or cursed or whatever, I need time with him, whether we like it or not.
I wouldn't mind spending time with you too, Zanog.
Zanog ended their turn.
The big key's still on my back, by the way.
Sure
the
is.
skeleton, the bones, and the money would have fallen with the sack.
What'd the bones have? I thought we just dropped.
Yeah,
them.
we put the bones in the sack.
Oh, that's right. We'll have to come back and get the money eventually.
Yeah, it's still here, but
yeah.
What are the heck?
Or if Bex wants to, if Bex wants to try their chances getting the money.
I mean,
nope.
It's a lot of drinking money.
not with a fucking cadaver there. Are you joking?
Okay, so without giving too much away of what's really going on under the surface, Zanog, listening to Bavnik talking about how he really wants to spend more time with you, is going to deal 2d4 psychic damage to you. 4 damage.
Like,
Nice.
Just for sure.
Nice and comfy. As far as I can tell, I know you have the shield +5. I don't see any saving throws. I don't see any attack rolls here. But you will take the 2d4
I cannot
psychic damage.
Right click that on me.
All right.
For some reason. It'll put me
Yeah, just add 4.
Temp health.
Nothing terrible. I will say that your next attack that you try to do, your next attack roll, be it a spell attack or whatever, will have disadvantage. As you were just...
He's fucking vicious mockery me.
Yeah.
He literally just vicious mockeried me.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yep.
I've played enough bards to know what the fuck is going on.
Bavnik unknowingly vicious mockeried you. And it will be the start of Josiah's turn.
What a fucking asshole!
Can I shoot him now?
No, I really don't want to deal with a spider, Bavnik. Just like tell him not to get on the rug and let's just drag his ass or something. I don't know.
I'm fairly certain that if we tie him to the rug, it's still going to slow us down. Unless God DM rules that he's not on the rug but attached to the rug, he'll still slow us down. Yeah, I just moved. I can't take us any faster than this. Whoa, wait. How much do we weigh together now?
Key is 35. You're how much?
About 60.
and I'm 230 according to my biography tab.
According to my Plenty of Fish account.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're moving half speed still.
Bavnik's
All
gonna
right.
be.
And this thing dash?
Bavnik's about 10% heavier than Zanog.
And?
If that does anything for you. You could. I don't think so. No.
I mean, if I can I can move with it if I can action dash. You know what I mean?
I will allow you to action. I mean, send me your thing. The rug URL. Was it?
Well, it's
magic?
the same like if you're on a mount.
Yeah, I'm just using the. I think it was from Roll20. It was a table that was like, it's a 3 foot by 5 foot size, 200-pound capacity, with an 80 feet flying speed, but it can carry twice the weight shown on the table, but flies at half speed.
Okay.
And then like the more it gets on there, I mean, it doesn't say if it gets slower or anything like that, but I just know it can carry up to twice its weight and get half speed.
To have it move or fly at all is an action already. So the fact that you've been flying it and doing stuff is already more than what you should be able to do with a flying carpet. You speak the command word as an action to make it hover or fly. It moves according to your directions, provided that you are within 30 feet of it.
Okay, I was understanding it as like the first time is an action, and then after that it's just at your direction.
It moves according to your directions. I'm just going to say it takes an action to move that thing.
Alright. Well, here we are.
Here we are. Magic carpet takes a little more focus than we had previously thought.
Well, if you're like Aladdin, you have to hold on to the front two anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, the whisper sweet nothings.
The way I took it is like, if we're taking shots and stuff, we're not moving.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean? We're just floating. And then if we're moving, that's when we're holding on to it, so.
Right. But now I will allow you to each move it, but it's an action to command the rug. Flying carpet. It looks like it's Beck's turn.
Honestly, it would be better if you just rode me as a polar bear.
It would be.
Which... So you said that there's an eye over Celine, right? And is she up?
She was shot back down, I do believe. Right?
Mm-mm.
No, there was a miss. She is up.
Yeah, it was a miss.
She is in her true form, so if you're looking at her, you might have to roll.
I don't have to look at her to call lightning over here.
All right.
I also yelled bail. I don't know if you remember that, but...
Because as a bear, I'm going to have more movement.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, so...
How much can you carry as a bear?
I'm a large creature, so that's 30 times my strength.
Okay, so I mean, if you can carry Zanog, then I can move at 80 by myself. You know
Yeah,
what
I can carry 600 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, if you can carry Zanog and Babnik, then I can move at 80 and keep up with you.
I can carry
just can't
Zanog.
fight.
I don't know if I want to carry Bavnik. Oh yeah, she's got to make
still seems like he's alive. The only reason the other guy transformed is because we killed him.
Yeah. Celine just has to make a dexterity saving throw. And then if that eye is still there, if that counts, has to as well.
Alright, let's see. That was advantage. Hold on. The eyeball has advantage. Advantage. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Wrong button. Get rid of that. +2. Roll. Celine is still... She's just not... She's gonna fail. Celine fails. I rolled for Celine, but that's gonna be the eyeballs roll. Celine is dead again. Struck down. The heat of your lightning. Let's see what temperature gold melts at. And let's see what temperature lightning is.
Lightning is like the surface of the sun, so it would definitely melt some of the gold and probably start a ground fire. No, well, technically the grounding of it doesn't necessarily do it.
Gold is extremely conductive.
Yeah. She takes extra damage. But I'll run over and then, still in bear form, just be like,
Barone! Barone! What the goddamn fuck are you saying? Run, Rog! Run!
I think he wants you to ride him.
I wear fucking pants, you asshole! You don't get that one. Your bear dick's flapping in the wind right now.
I like to imagine this is like we're jumping from truck to truck in a Fast and Furious movie. Like I'm on the back of this fucking like carpet, and there's a running bear next to me. I'm like trying to get up the nerve to jump across.
This is good. I'm only doing this because it'll make Bavnik jealous.
With the lightning striking Celine in the gold pile, I'm going to roll a 1d20. Whatever this result is, I'm going to multiply it by 100, and that's how much gold is destroyed. So you will have at least, if I roll a nat 20, you'll still have 1,000 gold remaining.
Question.
Yeah?
Is it destroying, or is it just turning to its melted form?
Melted form all blocked together.
So we could turn it back into coins.
Exactly.
You could, if you could mint it back to its coin value, yeah.
Or we could trade
gold is
block.
gold, yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean,
this
I
is a
think you're
minted.
really
It's a
saying-
minted currency. It's,
We're gonna have a gilded hag.
perhaps, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, just a statue.
Yeah. On
That's worth more.
on a 17 or higher, you'll have a gilded hag.
We're about to be rich.
It's a 3.
Aw.
He wanted to have a gilded hag. So you've only 300 coins are melded and destroyed, and
It's just
Wait,
like her
wait,
feet and a
wait.
hand.
all right, I'm waiting.
Wait. I'm gonna spend my ampersand points here. My
Oh,
ampersand
man.
bucks.
No,
No, please
Yeah.
don't.
no,
Jacob,
don't.
doing it.
please.
No,
To
don't.
re-roll.
Jacob, please.
I have so many. I need to spend it somehow.
All right, the
I'm
ampersand
spending
box.
some ampersand bucks.
So I
Yeah,
can
I'm gonna
re-roll how much gold is destroyed.
No, so you can re-roll for the hag.
All right, you know
If
this
we
is
get the gilded hag.
this is going to change the
It's
amount.
one and the same.
It's one and the
Yeah.
same. All right.
Yeah.
I know.
I understand.
I want
Okay,
the
see,
gilded hag.
I see where you're coming from. All right, re-rolling the amount of gold that's destroyed. 100 more gold is destroyed.
My God.
Let's
it?
do it
It's
again.
just like a leg. It's
do,
just a
do,
leg.
do it again. I want to stop you. Are we doing it again
Oh,
for
no.
real?
These
No.
are future death saves just being thrown away.
I have so many. I have 54,000 left. I
Oh,
can
yeah.
still do so many more.
It's a very
I
good
have
amount.
62.3k points. I could definitely.
Of...
I got stuff in the tank. You know what I mean?
Look, my whole point of that was if we could have got the gilded hag, we 100% could have haggled that into someone's house
I forgot
for
to.
way more than the gold amount.
I forgot to spread the fire on Bex's turn, so I'll do that now.
Be like an art piece in a rich person's house.
We're just cursed by it because it's in the true form or whatever.
Well, yes, this is my gilded hag, a true group of adventurers founded in the forest. It's quite frightening.
So that was the end of Bex's turn, or what happened there? You jumped?
Yeah,
you did
yeah,
lightning, you ran
that's
away.
the end.
I've now hopped on to Bex. In that exchange. We had.
Okay. Let's use the right controller. There we go.
I need my key.
Your key would have been on the carpet the whole time. The key
No,
on.
it's on me. I put it on as a backpack.
Mhm.
remember?
Yeah, oh yeah. You're the bearer.
Mm-hmm.
No,
It's
I'm
his
the
burden.
bearer.
Oh, I see.
You're the bear. I'm the bearer.
I thought you were just the burden.
I
No.
can't carry the
key is the
keys,
burden.
Nog, but I can carry you.
I like how you're running in reverse.
But
It's
first.
it's pretty impressive.
It's always but first. A lightning strike. and then I run. This is where combat. I'm just starting to get delirious.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened? How do we get here? Just kill it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
shit.
too short.
What?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh no.
Josiah, you heard. And nothing
I'm sorry.
else.
Can you repeat that?
I
It
will
cut
not.
out.
And nothing else happens. You hear some whispers in the wind that is coming from the northwest as the wind drags past you. You hear some faint whispers. A lot of H's. And nothing happens.
All right.
And this reverts back to Zanog's turn.
I mean,
That's a pretty good roll, too. That's still... I didn't realize how much health you had there.
Trying to put you to sleep.
Oh.
I'm gonna ready an attack for anything that happens because I can't see anything. So let's keep going. Bavnik.
You're trying to go towards Bavnik?
I mean, I'm on the top of,
Okay,
of Bex,
alright,
so
okay.
I guess I'm at the mercy of Bex.
Okay.
Yeah. You went from being at my mercy to being at Vex's mercy. Arguably, which one's better? You know, you can't really say.
Okay.
Cousin Z! Cousin Z! Hey!
I can't hear you. There's no way I can hear him from that far away.
There's a crackling of the fire.
Cousin Z!
You can hear from 70 feet away.
And no one's ever called me that, so I'm not gonna fucking
60
acknowledge
feet.
that.
Is yeah.
60 feet's the range of voice?
Yeah.
Really?
If you're yelling. Yep.
Wow.
That's why you gotta scream.
Ah!
No, like all the vocal spells are 60 feet.
Oh, yes, I see. Alright, cool. That's it, then. Unless...
Where's my legal notepad? I'm gonna... Can he cure himself? Can he use a healing word on himself?
You mean Zanog? Or Bavnik?
Bavnik? Yeah.
I mean,
Be helpful.
potentially he could do a lot of things. Yeah, place your suggestions in the suggestion box, and I will have our staff reach out to you. I think that's all that will happen here. Josiah, do as you must.
All right. Let me just do some measuring here. Without difficult terrain, I can get there.
Without...
With difficult terrain,
You can dash there. Okay.
It's
can
the
do
exact same spot.
no, it's not. It's the difference from here and to here.
Oh, my bad. 10 feet.
I just hope my fire is killing some spiders.
Your fire's firing it up, you know?
Yeah, we're just gonna go over to right there, the spot that like taking it around.
Sure. I understand. I saw the measurements.
We'll going kind of at a weird angle to bring ourselves a little closer to the ground. Bring ourselves 10 feet off the ground.
Very relatable.
That's spider jumping height.
I mean, 35 feet was also spider jumping height. Really, anywhere between the ground and 150 feet is spider jumping height. Trees be big, y'all.
It's true.
I will throw another lightning right here.
Right in the center of the existing fire.
Yeah.
Let me think.
Right on the DM.
It's to the right, lower right corner.
Sure, that's fine. We can do that. I'm going to...
I don't know if anything's in there. I just think that there are spiders in there. So I'm just like, kill it.
Anybody in this range make a dex save of the coal shrapnel of the burning trees being shattered across by this barrage of lightning, a freak of nature, as the lightning is striking the same spot repeatedly, breaking down the trees, burning them up. A dex save of... You guys already rolled. Now I'm biased.
Said to roll.
I did say to roll.
I mean, there are other trees in the way.
That's true. There are other trees in the way. I'm going to have the dex save of 15. Whether you take damage or half damage.
I can add a thing to it, but it's so low it's not worth it.
Josiah got an 18.
13. I don't know why we're having to make a deck save, but
The lightning
The
strike
explosion.
of the tree that's been struck multiple times is going to explode.
Exploding trees.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right?
that means they would hit any spider potentially too. They got to make 1,000 dex saves or whatever.
That's true.
They're also, if they're in the fire, getting fired up.
Right?
And Babnik. Babnik's got to make a dex save.
And he's prone, which is disadvantaged.
And this is what kills Babnik.
Bavnik, my boy.
I just need... How much damage do I have to take?
24 or halved.
So 24.
It's large. I mean, it's like a mixture of bludgeoning and fire damage, so... Bludgeoning...
Will you stop with the lightning?
Roll. I'll just hit a different spot next time. Oh, I technically have to do a concentration check.
wait, so you're making us take damage from Bex's own? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. But...
It's not the lightning, it's that the tree exploded.
He's hit the same tree multiple times, and
There's been 3 lightning strikes there in like 18 seconds.
Yeah.
kind of like superheating the wood to its explosion point, explosive point.
And then I just used the 4d10 from the DM's chart of dangerous traps or whatever it's called.
Do I have anything?
Bex had set up and ignited a trap and invented it.
Yeah. So my storm cloud, I lose concentration on that.
Okay.
So that can go away now, or whatever.
Yeah.
Fire still exists. I'm still a polar bear.
Nice.
Covered in blood.
Your fire is going to continue spreading to the southeast.
Rory, Rory Renog.
We'll spread that way a little bit.
Just like pin cushioned with splinters.
And that was Bex's turn. Luna's turn.
The amount of things that have happened to our group in the last 24 hours.
I'm just so glad that we got that short rest in. I think I've done like 4 lightning strikes this entire time within like a 40-foot radius. Just
Alright, let's see.
Oh man.
Whew. Josiah once again coming through the winds.
No.
You will enter a magical state of sleep.
I feel like when you decided to make this encounter, you're like, what are the top things I can do that piss people off? I can put them to sleep. I can turn them invisible. I can incorporate an incorporeal person. Like,
No, that's just a hag. Like we walked into this one.
a hag and a beholder.
Yeah. It's probably a death tyrant, honestly, with if it's doing a projected eye skull thing and it's lair ability. But I'm not gonna metagame.
Not gonna metagame anymore.
What's my save to get out of this thing? What's my sleep save?
There's no save.
It's a minute until someone wakes you up or you take damage.
That's true.
Okay, so does my rug keep floating or do I fall to the ground 10 feet and take damage?
I think your rug will continue to
It
hover.
just hovers.
Yeah, it'll continue to hover.
Hovers, yeah.
It's still magic.
And you're not dead.
That's true.
Because if you were dead, I think the magic, like the attunement fades and just.
Okay. Celine is not dead? No, Celine took that lightning damage and melted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Celine's
Yes.
done so.
Yes.
Okay. Nobody's there to see what's going on over there. Where is Polar Bear? Right there. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's not in line of sights. So, Zanog.
This whole fight, I can't do anything. So
far, so
holding
good.
Actions. I'm holding 2 actions at this point.
Well, you can only do one.
I know that. I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
In general,
it's
yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Let's have a fight where nobody can do anything.
I'm gonna start a Kickstarter, and it's just gonna be a fund for my mental health after this fight. I need to sit down and talk to someone after the abuse I've been through.
Finally taking Zanog's advice.
We'll go back and talk to the mushrooms, and you can have a nice therapy session with Bex.
I can't talk to the mushrooms. I can't even see them.
Yeah, you got the key. Oh man.
Bavnik, out of sheer necessity to avoid the flames, does just enough army crawl to get over here.
Josiah! That's Josiah! Now,
Shut up, Bavnik. I'm asleep.
Josiah! Wakey, wakey! Although Bex is my best friend out of you guys, Josiah was kind of cool, so hey, you're kind of cool.
Yeah, you are sleeping. You miss all that. Josiah.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Keep your hand off your sausage.
I would argue if he's yelling, I would try to wake him up.
No.
It has to deal damage.
Yeah, still damage. Or
Yeah.
they have to use their action. Yeah.
Magical sleep.
Josiah is magically asleep. Bex, do you what do?
25. So I can get 40.
Okay, like, right next to me.
I'm also a polar bear, so I can rear up
Yeah, you're quite long.
and use my act. Like I would run around and see Josiah asleep on the thing,
Yeah.
and just rear up and use my action to non-lethally wake up Josiah
fucking
with my
wake.
bear claws. Just
Wake up.
That'll do it. Josiah, you wake up to that.
yeah, you just see a big polar bear face in your face, snarling and spitting, and Zanog's head peering over the shoulder.
I'm gonna be quite honest. I kind of want to go back to sleep.
Wake up! Help me, I need help. Bavnik is injured.
I was really starting to hope that all this had been just a nightmare, and I was going to wake up in my bedroll after after killing Victor, you know? Maybe this last 6 weeks of my life weren't going in circles.
No, we're still in
Maybe-
hell.
Maybe all my friends weren't dead besides Zanog, we're friends.
Yeah, unfortunately. But we're still in hell. Let's go.
All right.
Where did I place this? Oh, I can do this to find out.
If I don't have to use an action, I can get 80 feet of movement.
Well,
I just need.
Told you,
can
bears
throw.
can run 45 miles an hour.
Yeah. We could throw Bavnik on my back, and I can just
Book it.
run, book it.
I can keep up with you now.
Yeah, and you can keep up.
from the very distant trees, another magic missile comes down towards Josiah. Coming from
Wonderful.
this direction, but further. Yeah, magic missile launches through the night sky. 66 plus 6. 64, my bad. 60. Down.
Can't shield you, I'm sorry.
64
You're all right.
plus 6. There it is. 18 damage to Josiah's corporeal body.
He's about to shuffle off this mortal coil.
Josiah's gonna fly right over Vapnik next, so I hope that you guys are picking him up.
Just if you can... Oh boy. It takes me 2 turns to do what I want to do.
What's gonna happen?
Unless you let me at the end of my last turn drop polar bear form.
Yeah, I will allow that to retroactively happen because that's just a bonus action to drop it now.
Right.
Yep, that can happen.
It's gonna come back, but it's
Alright.
dropped for a moment.
Alright, I'll just delete it then because I can drag and drop it back on when you need it.
That drop Zanog.
Yeah, Zanog's
Yeah.
fine now. I'm sure Beldman was gentle.
I was a wee bit gentle. I woke up Josiah and then went back down and then just
Ugh. Good old druid noises. So that was Luna's turn. Celine's definitely dead and gone. Yep, Zanog, you're up.
Oh, I'm not. I'm holding my action.
You're holding your action. Bavnik is going to wickedly stand up, as if only having 1 HP. Holding onto his gut, holding onto his ribs, his legs, his knees are trembling.
I'm ready for saving.
And it is Josiah's turn.
I hate all that.
I genuinely
Are you
hate
gonna do it, please?
genuinely hate this. How much does Bavnik weigh? It's over 200 pounds.
Bavnik is 10% heavier than Zanog. That's all I'm
No.
going with.
I can do it. I can do it.
Yeah. No,
I could
Josiah is
do
not going to pick him up because he can't.
I can do it. I can do it.
I can do it. I
I'm
can do
gonna-
it.
I'm gonna fly past Bavnik, and then as I'm flying past, just Bavnik, hop on the bear. Hop on the bear. We're going. And he's just gonna keep going past. That's 35 feet. That is 50 feet there. And that puts me at 80 feet out of the stupid bubble of whatever the fuck this is.
That was previously the explosion of the tree. Which I can delete now.
Awesome. So that is the end of Josiah's turn. There's no reason for me to go higher or lower.
Bex. The fire
Oh.
rage. The fire rages.
Oh boy, Bavnik, you better get ready to hop on.
As I'm going to do like 2 things. The first one is Sleet Storm.
Okay.
Let me get on the right screen. Let me cast Sleet Storm. And the reason I'm doing this is because it offers heavy obscurement. And it is a 20-foot tall cylinder with a 40-foot radius centered on a point I choose.
Mm-hmm.
because we're getting attacked from top down, it's going to be over in this area, but it's basically going to be like covering all these. Sorry, it's going to be like covering all these trees.
What did you say the radius was?
Here.
Measured template right there.
Boom.
VTT.
Yeah, that's my action, and because I can wild shape as a bonus action, I'm gonna like loop under Zanog wild shape because I'm smaller than him, and then turn into the polar bear once again with him on my back, if you allow it. Because I was 5, and that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and I could get like right next to Bavnik as a polar bear.
Action, bonus action, movement can all happen.
Yep. I'll just be like, check your nuts, Zanog! And turn into a polar bear underneath his legs.
God damn it!
We get your polar bear back out.
You just feel that forceful, like...
Right, yeah.
Pull Bavnik.
You're literally the fucking worst. Somebody hold my arms, I'm gonna puke.
Hold my arms.
And I don't know if anything's in that forest, but if they do, then they have checks, and it's difficult terrain and other stuff.
Okay. How high did you place that?
It's a 40-foot radius.
Cylinder.
Yeah, so it's like
40-foot tall,
mid-range
okay.
through
Alright.
the trees. You
All
guys.
right. Cool.
It's really more dusting the tops of them.
Sure. Yeah. I'll keep that.
But it's also heavily obscured.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind. So, does that end your turn?
Yeah.
What'd you do as Bavnik?
I can't pick him up, so he needs to hop on, or Snog needs to help pull him up. I could only get one of them, and I'm like, I'm gonna go with the person who has hit points.
Nice. All right. I'm just gonna say this. Luna readies an action. It's an Og's turn.
I get Bavnik up here, and then I hold my action.
All right. What's your action?
Anything that aggresses us, I'm just gonna launch a spell at it.
Great. Sounds good. At the start of round, I think 9. This is the longest combat I think we've had in a good minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's because we can't see who we're fighting.
This would have been done 4 rounds ago if I could see them. The amount of damage I do is stupid when I can see things.
So Bavnik, getting onto the polar bear.
Oh, finally! Oh, man! Finally! Really? Znog? What took so long?
Dead silence, deadpan.
Not even gonna. I'm literally just pulling him up there, and I'm just like, I'm riding the bear. Like I don't even want to.
He is going to. Bavnik is going to wrap his hands gently around your waist, as any good Pillion rider would do. As you look down to his orcish green hands,
No.
that appearance is going to fail.
No.
As it is the hag that is riding you, that is holding you from behind. And close to your ear. There was never a Bavnik. Let's see. Where did I place that other token?
Well, I'm gonna eat
Now
this.
that I see her,
I'm gonna eat this hag.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blight her.
Alright, you can blight her. I'll do the con save.
Throw her in
Let's
the
make
fire.
sure I don't have magic. Whatever it's called.
I genuinely hate everything about this combat.
22 con save.
It still takes half.
Okay, roll damage. We will take half.
There we go.
Half of 41. Let's see where that puts us. Ooh, okay. Alright, that's a good chunk. Okay, so Phoebe never was a Bevnik. Holding around your waist, leaning her chiseled chin and nose into your left ear. Welcome to hell. And she...
I already knew I was here, you dumb bitch.
She will turn invisible. No, she won't turn invisible. Luna's readied action will happen. And let me see what happens here. Okay.
I would say the fire is causing smoke and is a pillar of smoke that's heavy obscured.
Yeah.
Then you have ice on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
If there anyone over there.
Luna's...
Well,
well,
Luna was in this direction, like
Yeah.
southwest, so I wouldn't be surprised if she's still hiding in the trees somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if you placed Beldwin right on top of her. If I'm honest.
I'm gonna move my... Nope, not there.
That'd be great.
I'm just gonna set the whole forest on fire, and we'll get her eventually.
Luna will return from the ethereal plane as Phoebe dismounts the polar bear with some of her movement.
I get a attack of opportunity.
So Nog gets an attack of opportunity. Ooh,
18.
I seen that teeter on the 20 on my screen. 18 to hit. Ooh, yes it is.
7 bludgeoning with my quarterstaff.
We will apply.
Oh, actually, hold on.
Okay.
No, take all this back. My fucking Warcaster feat, I can attack of opportunity with a spell.
Oh, yeah?
Hell yeah.
It would have to be a cantrip.
That's fine.
Okay.
Let's do...
I'm going to heal the 7 then.
Yeah.
And then I'll wait for that. Whatever happens next.
Is she staying within range? Or
She's just...
Or is she moving?
She's just sliding off the ass end of the polar bear. I'm assuming you're still in motion?
Yeah.
Alright.
I just wanted to know if she hopped out of my attack of range,
No.
but she did not.
No. Staying close here. I will do saving throw. Normal.
So get the better damage.
18.
Damn it! Nothing happens, I don't think, right? Yeah, okay. Nothing.
Alright, succeed or take damage, yeah. So they succeed. A Phoebe slides off the S end. Luna will return from the ethereal plane. Grab hands with her sister. And as they leak hands, Luna chants a little something. Phoebe follows a little delayed.
No.
Counter spell. You can no longer spend any more spell slots this turn, I don't believe.
It's points.
It's a reaction.
It's a reaction.
It's a reaction. You used your reaction to
Oh yeah, to...
You used your reaction to attack of opportunity as a reaction.
That sucked.
The 7th level spell, Plane Shift, takes place between the two sisters.
Does it say if it provokes an attack or does not provoke an attack opportunity?
I believe I rolled it in the chat. Let's see. Leaving your melee range with movement does. I don't think teleporting away would.
Let's consult the internet.
Just because there's some spells, like I have a leap thing that says when you leap does not provoke an attack opportunity, because I want to hit one of these two.
Planar travel doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Darn. Okay.
Does a cantrip not going off, it just doesn't incorporate, right? So does it not count as a reaction? It doesn't actually happen?
I'll allow you to attempt your counterspell then. This is a level 7 spell. Or 7th.
So I gotta roll 17.
I'll allow you to try it. Yeah, especially since your spell didn't go off. I don't know. I feel like we're stretching it, but I'll let it happen. 15.
Damn.
You do your best, but you're not quick enough. You weren't prepared for this. What languages do we speak here? I want to see if you catch what you're chanting.
I speak like Elvish, Draconic, Orc, and something else common. All
Druidic,
the stuff that
common,
normally the spells would be cast.
I gotcha.
celestial, and sylvan.
Josiah's too far, right?
I'll allow you to listen in.
Yeah, it'd be celestial and orcish.
Alright. Nobody recognizing the language, so you won't be able to determine their destination. As they do chant the spell itself and the destination they are going, Luna and Phoebe vanish.
We all know where they're going.
Argos for the competition.
Thumbbeer.
Yeah, Thumbbeer.
They have to go find a new third.
Look, it happens to all of us.
Exactly. Oh my goodness, that combat hurt. I have a question. I know the combat isn't officially over yet, but I do have a question.
The combat is over.
Oh, then I have to. I still have 1 third-level spell slot I can use. I have to at least attempt to put out the
The fire.
the fire. Yeah, as a good druid, I have to try.
That's good. It's good to know. Sleet Storm.
Yeah, because it would cover the whole area.
Alright, I'll allow it. The Sleet Storm will continue for the duration, and throughout that time.
Well, yeah, this other one would stop, and then this one would do that, and then
I agree. Here, I'll help. I'll just move this one for you.
And then I hold concentration to help combat the flames.
Yeah. So all the smoke.
Also, for future reference, Warcaster, I can do any spell that casts 1 action. Doesn't have to be a
Oh,
cantrip.
good. Cool. I can live with it. I mean, works for now. I might have to do some investigating on
That's what
the
Warcaster literally says.
Oh, perfect. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so you're these pillowing smokes of the fire as it extinguishes all of that smoke is transferred into steam. The ice, sleet, hail here, sleet storm. It extinguishes the fire and replaces it with steam and a light flood of the ice melting. I guess a wash would be better, kind of a wash over. What were you saying, Jacob?
I have 2 questions for you.
I have potentially 2 answers.
The first question is game related. Can I go back and get our money without being accosted by a beholder eye?
It's worth trying, or at least peeking and sneaking and peeking.
Okay, so we'll come back to that then.
Okay.
The second question is, did you design this fight while you had the sinus infection? I'm just curious if you took medicine when you designed this fight, or if you were like, yeah, or if you were just like, you know what, I'm suffering right now. They've got to feel my pain somehow too.
I designed the hags to be an ally.
They were going to be. I was trying to get them to be.
They turned on you. That's the only reason we attacked.
I didn't say I forget what
they were just being
word was.
misleading. They said you're invited to dinner, and then we ended the session, and you guys were hostile.
Yeah. No. See, this is where Beck's post fight would be like, I had it under control. I had everything under control, and then you dropped the bag. I forget what the word was now.
There was some very heavily implied situational awareness that needed to be handled.
They don't have social norms, dude. They've been living in the woods for X amount of years.
That's on. This is completely
been
Josh's
living
fault.
in the woods.
It's all my fault.
It absolutely is.
No, you just wanted to melt some of our gold. That's what you wanted to do. You knew it was going to
Listen,
happen.
why would you use a bag of gold as a weapon?
Because it fucking killed her in one hit, pretty much.
Why would you do? It did a lot of damage.
This is where
she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna eat Bex, and that's all I need to hear to drop a damn giant boulder, essentially, on somebody."
Yeah, I was kind of hanging on to that death stare thing to reduce you to 0 more than one try, but the health was deleted, so.
This is where Bex would be like, okay, so just for future reference, I know the woods, you know the city. Wait for.
Look,
I feel like this
Bex,
could have gone a very different way. They were very
Bex,
nice.
We could have had a dinner. On your toes. I don't want to step on your little furry toes, but you're pointing the blame in the wrong direction. I was prompted He's gonna look at Zanog. I was prompted to drop it, and the situation altogether just made sense. All right.
I'm
If I
thinking
was a
about
hag
this.
living in the woods, I would want to eat Bex too.
I'm gonna rescind a little bit of what I'm gonna say. Thank you for thinking about my personal safety. I cherish your opinions and your actions, but next time, maybe wait for the safe word. Can we at least agree on that?
You know what? That's fair.
No.
I'll agree. I'll agree with you.
Some tensions are very high. We should just hug it out. Come on, give it a hug.
That's not. He's gonna
give me a
float
hug.
10 feet higher.
I want to jump up because I can jump up like 40 feet. We're gonna give a hug. Come on, give a hug. Hug it out.
No, you fucking socked me in the nuts earlier.
All right, look, guys, look. He's gonna gently pat Megs on the head.
That'll do.
We need one decision made here. One decision made. Am I taking the time to fly us over these trees to see if we can still get our money, or if the beholder eye thing, the weird eye, stole it or not? What's the decision here?
We absolutely are going back for the money.
Might as well. I'm just thoroughly, chapped? I'm thoroughly chapped.
I 100% feel you on that. He pulls out one of his teeth.
Oh.
I don't feel great at all right now. That's been loose this entire time. The last 45 seconds, it's been bothering me so bad.
Oh no!
I throw it out to the side.
That's unhinged.
I don't know how this is gonna go, but here, and I just pat you on the head and do cure wounds.
That would be wonderful. I am bloody.
There, you got 11.
That's fantastic. I'll take that.
I'm getting more chapped by the moment.
All right, Bex, do you two wanna hang out here while I fly over, go see if there's anything there or not?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna take a seat. There's a lot of. I thought we had Bavnik. Yeah. You go take a look.
Wait.
I should have known it wasn't gonna be that easy.
Yeah, wait, no.
Hey, you can fly up and over.
What changed? What changed?
I absolutely. I want to let you know. The sinus infection, Josh, is an asshole.
I mean, you can fly up and over, and you don't have to.
Here, look, 150 feet. We're gonna take the time. I'm gonna go 159 feet. We're way up in the air. There's no way these spiders can do anything. We're just gonna come over here, and I'm just gonna look straight down.
As you look,
is there any?
As you look down, although Bavnik was an illusion, the ocean of spiders is real. The ocean of spiders are jumping at the opportunity of a death, at the scent of a dead thing. Which is
How are they not all burned away? Is my question.
Yeah, it's gonna be
frozen.
It's gonna be less for sure. Actually, yeah, considerably less. That was a lot of aerial damage. It's not gonna be an ocean of spiders. It's going to be a regular swarm of spiders.
A puddle of spiders.
Yeah.
I was about to say that. The great 2000s alt rock band Puddle of Spiders.
So it's gonna be a puddle of spiders. The size you see here is much too much. After all the sleet and hail and minor flooding.
Just drop a torch on them.
Drop a torch on them. They're trying. You see them. Josiah, you see them acting as a hive mind to dig out this fresh corpse. Not entirely successfully. The longer time you give them, those stuff might change.
Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm gonna fly back over here. And I'm gonna descend myself down.
You see the spiders carrying coins out of the way or pushing them. Yeah.
To ground level, and I'm gonna just look. It's not worth it. I mean, it's a lot of money. It's not worth it. Let's just leave.
Why? What's the deal?
I don't want to talk about it.
I
don't want to talk about it.
I want to insight check just to see if I think it's the spiders.
You definitely do.
Yeah, let's get our furry little butts out of here and Let's go somewhere else. We're good. We're good.
I need to go to sleep, and frankly, after the interaction with whatever that was that looked like Bavnik, I kind of don't care if he dies anymore. I just want to find my way to a place to sleep.
I mean, we can go back to that camp.
Yeah. As we walk, we should go back to the camp, or at least the mushrooms or something. My question is, how did she know what Bavnik looked like?
That's the... Holy shit, isn't that the question?
So, they might... Again, thank you, Josiah, for thinking about my personal well-being, but I think we gotta kill some hags to get our buddy back.
I've got a very poignant question for both of you. What can you do poignant's not the right word. I have a question of the lack of education I have in magical powers. What can you do to affect incorporeal and or invisible creatures?
Well, I was just simply too far away to stop them from being invisible.
If I know that we're going to be fighting them next time, I could prepare a different spell, but I haven't gotten a chance today to change my spells up. You just cast a little fairy fire, and those little fuckers, you'll see them running about. Be little neon, little signs just running around, saying, shoot here, please, shoot here multiple times.
All right, so let's go rest, and let's find these hags, and let's finish the job. Let's finish the job.
I mean, we did get one of them.
And now the spider.
Who, by the way, is totally 100% was taken over by Ogratis or some shit, because that's how she got back up, and the whole pitless eyes thing. That's just kind of a running theme of the Ogratis special.
Yeah, I was kind of running back and forth. We should definitely cross-check our notes as we take a long rest at some point. You gotta tell me more about this Ogratis. I only know a little bit.
5,000 years ago.
Shut up, the overvoice.
Shut up, narrator.
You've done enough.
Hold on, pump the brakes. You know about Ogratis.
I think as much as like any person, like he's more like a boogeyman.
I mean, is he?
I feel that's what I was gathering. Yeah, okay, narrator DM.
Ogratis just went through great lengths to have his name forgotten.
Okay, then never mind. Then I rescind that and be like, you got to tell me who this Ogratis person is.
And we have some knowledge of it, but we didn't have. I can't remember. We didn't have the bald lady this time around, right?
No, we had, but Nakita came in and gave us
Nakita.
That's right.
The Nolmerite.
You can go back and listen to that episode.
I gotta forget.
Oh, I remember.
The Nolmerite has an oral tradition that dates back to the start.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What's the move?
Find a place to long rest.
Or that or just set up camp somewhere.
I think we set up camp somewhere. I mean, out of character, trekking all the way back there and then trekking back all the way again. Like, it seems like in game that's multiple hours.
In game, that's probably 2 hours one way.
Yeah, it feels like we're already over in this area, so let's just find somewhere we can tuck ourselves away and like just sleep in shifts, you know?
Secure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, I can't tell because of the darkness entirely. I'm looking at the map now. Can't tell because of the darkness entirely, but I think it looks like this dead ends, but I'm not sure. It might come up here, but
No, it goes around.
I feel like we can get a spot over here somewhere, though. You know what I mean? To hide out. One of these corners.
Or
get the way in, get the way out. Make sure that we have line of sight.
South. I feel like south's probably the move, to be honest with you.
I would come back around and go south.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I would say follow that path just to see where it goes, and see if, not trying to metagame, see if it leads to anything new or whatnot. But ultimately, I think if we did, we'd still come back down to where we started. because it loops.
Remember, we can remember it's not necessarily invisible. It's not like dense completely. We can still see. So if we're passing by these little like outcroppings, we should be able to catch a glimpse through the trees, I would assume. That's my reasoning for wanting to go south.
It's also not to scale entirely.
Right.
Would I?
So we came from that other way.
That's true. You did come from the east. Yeah.
Would it be beneficial if we all just rolled like a survival check?
I'll take it.
That is a dirty 20.
I'm not even gonna bother if that's a dirty 20. So.
19.
I guess
I was gonna say, what's your plus to survival? I only have a +2.
22. There you go.
Plus 4.
Between Sanog's hunting skills, being able to find tracks and know what's the route, and Josiah's been in the military, and Bex is of the nature, you guys can find a place and find a way to sleep comfortably for the night. In this instance, I'm gonna tuck you in this corner.
Wonderful.
And yeah.
Cool.
Just a hop, skip, jump from the swarm of spiders.
Yeah. But we are good to long rest now. Like, we all agree we're gonna rest, right?
You may long rest. You each gain the benefits of a long rest.
I don't have those bones no more. I just have the key.
Did you not? What happened to the bones?
The bones are in the bag.
Oh, you put them in the bag too? Oh,
with
yeah.
With the.
I forgot. I forgot they weren't just on the rug. Bye, bones. Yeah, the key's back.
I just have the key that's on my backpack. Yeah.
Nice. So when Josiah was flying around the spiders, not only were they trying to pull out the Selene, but they would have been collecting individual bones. You each gain the benefit of a long rest. As the sun, just before the sun rises over the east sky, you each have faint memories. So Nog takes a long rest and recovers 16 hit points. I don't know why I read that out loud. I thought somebody typed that. that was just a...
Why do they remember me sleeping?
You each have fading memories of the dream you just had last night. No, whatever visual representation you have, that might be different for each character, but you do find, I'm going to say for Josiah, you're going to have just very few fleeting moments of enjoyable experiences with Aurelia.
Hey. Hey.
Remember when you were sexually attracted to a rock?
What is something that comforts Zanog?
My spell book full of spells. Right now I got some blank pages and it really bothers me.
I'm gonna say you have your dream starts off kind of bad, where your spellbook was destroyed or lost in some way, and you just found. I believe you forged your thing out of like flesh magic.
Mm-hmm.
So you just found like a squirrel or something that you could reform your book from, so you're able to recast spells finally.
The old one had a rat tail book, bookmarker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So in the dream you had lost it, and you couldn't figure out how to reforge it until right towards the end of the dream you're comforted by receiving your spellbook again. And Bex, tell us your debts. You're handing over.
Oh,
you're handing over.
No.
No. Your flask.
No.
Your flask gets refilled.
Almost.
What
Bigger.
comforts you?
This is a pleasant dream, right?
Yeah, a pleasant, comforting dream. Something that's like.
So Bex would be pushing his way through silken curtains as he finds himself amidst a brothel of other heron folk. One ale in one hand and a large spirit in the other. No pants is required at this meeting of like minds.
Fucking pervert.
Chugs the ale in one hand and sips in the other, and then hops right into this puddle of furry friends.
Oh, that's even worse.
As your dream is reaching its climax and you're nearing the...
So are you. Cottontail sticking out of the pile of feet, just flapping.
This is awful.
For each of you getting closer and closer to what you would consider your comfort zone, the harp music that only Bex had heard before, each of you will have that interwoven with your dreams. The harp music is crescendoing and cut out to a bright, beautiful morning in Xylea Forest.
I was having such a beautiful dream. You were there, and you were... Well, you weren't there, and you weren't there, but, you know, I wanted to include you anyway.
In Bex's dream?
I'm going to say it, but they weren't actually there.
In Bex's dream, at the bottom of your ale flagon, there was a golf ball-sized green gem. In Zanog's dream, I don't know.
Just tucked away in the pages.
Tucked away,
just
tucked
turn a
a-
page.
tucked away as you open your spell book, expecting to find all your spells. Part of you, Dream Brain knows that your spells are there, but what you physically see is a blue gem where the pages should be. And for Josiah, your last moments with the relay fades. The amber color you're so familiar with. You find where you used to have your Aurelia necklace is a golf ball-sized red gem. You wake up.
Do we wake up with these? Or these
No. You wake up, and these memories will rapidly fade. You just barely have little grasps on these as they fade away. I'm just going to say something you experience. You're like, damn, I had a dream about a thing.
Try a history check to see if I remember the thing.
No. I'm going to say it acts as a dream would. We've all had dreams that you're like, dang, what was that dream?
I remember the start, the
Right.
middle, but not the end.
And if you have any discourse, I'm going to end the session soon, but let's bright, beautiful morning. I will say the last echoing of the harp music kind of is what wakes you up, each of you.
I think I finally heard that harp you were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah. It's where's the harp? We gotta find this harp. I should really wear some pants.
You really fucking should.
You know what, Bex? Don't let Zanog bully you. If you don't want to wear pants, don't wear pants.
I mean, my vest covers a good deal.
It
does. It's not about that, to be honest with you.
It splits around the tail.
So I start to yawn. But I guess we find. I feel like this harp is the next thing we should take a look for. It seems to be a constant, and if we're gonna find our way out of here and possibly find Bavnik, who knows? There's definitely allies in the wood.
I'm so mad because I think I have an idea of what's going on with the harp, and I'm so mad if it ends up happening.
I have a feeling you're wrong. I'm so interested in what you think it's going to be now.
I won't tell you.
Okay.
Specifically because of the fight that you just put us through.
I have no idea what you're like.
All right.
Are we gonna do the gratis talk, or are we just gonna pretend that we had that last night?
I would say we pretend.
We could do. Okay. What do you want to go over that all? Is my OBS broken?
I mean, I guess me as Zanog would specifically remember everything about Ogratis. The other stuff's kind of hazy.
Yeah.
So I would give Bex the rundown. I would have given Bex the rundown of who Ogratis is.
Yeah, and Josiah will fill in the blanks for as far as like the founders and the actual like stones, the Ioun stones and their spirits and stuff.
All right, it sounds like that'll probably be on a history check.
Mm-hmm. You probably need to do that.
Well, James in another life experienced that whole conversation.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Which is a whole other talk we need to have.
All right, who's ready for the outro?
Your mama.
My mom is ready. We're sending it.